Hey guys, this is day 2. Well, technically day 3. It rained on day 2, but day 3 looks pretty identical conditions wise. We have again temperature in the low 50s, barely any wind, and we'll go on the same 100-mile loop to assess the efficiency of the truck, but this time with the tonneau cover open. Yeah, the objective will be to determine if there's any significant difference between the efficiency at highway speeds, 80 miles per hour, when the truck has a tonneau open versus tonneau closed. So as last time, I just supercharged this to about 67%. We're down to 66, just to get the temperatures in the battery up. Again, charged about 35% overall at the supercharger. As before, the truck will be in custom, chill, relaxed, and preferred ride height will be lower to maximize efficiency. We will reset the trip. Haven't been reset since last time. It has improved efficiency to 529. Let's reset that back to 0. Okay, seems like we are good to go. Okay, we're getting up to speed on the freeway. Cruise again set at 80 miles per hour. And we are on our way. So unfortunately, we did hit some traffic on the construction zone, and yeah, efficiency did improve. I'm gonna try taking a detour and see where that leads us. Okay, so we're back at speed. Unfortunately, I hit some traffic in a construction zone, had to take a detour off the freeway. Total was about 5 to 7 miles off a little bit of stop and go. Then I sped up to about 80, 85 to catch up. Currently we're in about 30 miles, doing roughly 565 watt hours per mile. So the slowing down obviously helped out the truck in this run. Let's see how it goes overall. I might just redo this entire thing, but the return side, there's no construction on the opposite side, so we should at least get one clean run on the way back.
Now your destination is on the left.
Just took the exit for our halfway point. The efficiency seems pretty similar to the run with the tonneau cover closed, but we did run into some traffic. Okay, we're on the way back now with the tonneau open. Unfortunately, the outbound journey was interrupted with a construction zone and traffic. We had to take the exit, take a detour for about 5 to 7 miles. That did impact our efficiency, I'm sure. We are more than halfway back now. 80 miles total trip so far. About 20 miles from our starting location. Efficiency is hovering around 585 watt hours per mile. The entire way back so far, it's been very smooth, similar to last time. We've been 80 practically the entire time. As you can see, the wind has been pretty much identical to what it was last time with the tonneau cover closed, around 2.83 miles per hour. Canceling itself out basically to and from. everything else was pretty close to last time. The only unfortunate circumstance was the traffic and detour we had to take on our first half this time. So I haven't decided if I'm going to rerun this trip again. Let's get back. I'll crunch out the numbers, see where we end up, and whether it's worth redoing this test with the tonneau cover open. Just took the exit for our return trip to complete the loop. I'm gonna go back to the starting location. Efficiency is at 583 or 584 watt hours per mile. Okay, so we're back at the exact point where we started from, with the tonneau cover open this time. Total efficiency ended up at 582 watt hours per mile. And yeah, so the return trip was super smooth, just like last time. And one thing that I'm curious to see is a total percentage consumed from the battery. One thing to note is so this is actually pretty useful in our kind of flawed test, but this, I think, brings everything together. So I just checked my footage from a couple nights ago. On the return trip, we used 22.8% of the battery. This time, with the tonneau cover open, we used 24.7%, so about 1.9% difference. So I'll crunch the numbers, look at the footage, and make another video with the conclusions. So here's a spreadsheet again from last time for the initial loop, and I'm sure you guys have seen this video now. The test unfortunately did not go as well as planned, and I was pretty set on actually doing it again. I made some new mistakes that I kept the trip meter or the battery, the state of charge in miles instead of in percentage. But thankfully, on both days, I actually set it to battery percent towards the end, and I was able to capture the total battery consumed for the second half of the trip on both days. And because of that, and the fact that the conditions were so identical that they were practically as if I was running the test in the same instant. Even if I were to do it the same day back to back, there was more of a temperature variance. For example, after 11:30 p.m. or 12 a.m. Than it was doing it, a couple days later, and being is all like almost spot on, both temperature-wise, wind, road conditions on the second half at least. So this is what I decided to do. I am only looking at the net battery consumption on the second half of the trip, which was 49 miles. So the Energy app calculates net battery consumption. It gives you a breakdown for everything the battery was used for. So I think that's something we can use to assess the total, the net efficiency on both runs. So here it goes. As we saw, when the tonneau was closed, the battery that we used on the 49 miles return trip was 22.8%. With the tonneau open, it was 24.7%, so a 1.9% difference in battery consumption, which is 28.04 kilowatt hour to 30.38 kilowatt hours of energy used, about 8.34% higher energy consumption. Converting that to watt hours per mile, you get, we got 572.33 for the first one with the tonneau closed, and 620 flat watt hours per mile for when the tonneau is open and we're going 80 miles per hour down the highway. Miles per kilowatt hour is 1.75 versus 1.61, and then the net range from that is 214.9 versus 198.4, so about a 16 and a half mile difference in terms of range. So if we look at the previous test on day 1, the total efficiency and the total range that we got with the tonneau closed was about 210, because on the way there we got worse efficiency, on the way back we got better, and it averaged out to about 210. So on the way back, that better efficiency leads to about 214.9 or 215 miles. So I'm pretty confident about these numbers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more Cybertruck content. I have a video coming up about rust issues and what I used to deal with that. So yeah, thanks for watching.